MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 2 of the NLDS between the San Francisco Giants and the New York Mets. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, this is just a 5-game series, so getting that first win under you is great. The most important game of a series, though, is the next one you're about to play. So treating this game like it's absolutely critical is a good way not to get too comfortable with your lead.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2019 New York Mets.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matty, I love what Alex Gordon does for this offense. The guy is in the middle of the lineup, and when he's in the middle, things just happen. Guys in front of him get on, he drives them in, and if not, he has the ability to get things started and set the guys up behind him. He's a force.
Number 34 will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties, and if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
At the plate, Steve Taylor, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
For San Francisco, the second baseman, number 7.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a strike with the breaking ball.
First pitch, 7:06.
And it's 1-1. Not a bad night to bring the parka along. 54 degrees at game time. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. And this will miss as well, so he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Floyd moves over, 1 down.
Batting second, the center fielder, Derek Felton.
Digging in the switch hitter, Derek Felton. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Yeah, he's not quite as powerful on the left side. He's certainly not Chipper Jones, who had pop from both sides of the plate. Much more pop hitting right-handed.
Too high, 1-0. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
And a sinker is over that time. It's back to 2-1. strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Soft liner to the left side. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Batting first, the catcher, number 28, Buster Posey.
Here's Buster Posey now. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Now here it comes. In there, and it's 0-1. Hit to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Giants down in order. And now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, I love watching Manny Machado do his thing. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
Alfonso Rivas is on the mound for game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
Okay, here's how San Francisco lines up defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Leading up for the Mets, the second baseman, number 7.
First pitch of the at-bat. Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And one batter in, and the Giants now have to handle a threat on the base paths.
Hey, after a leadoff knock right there, you know what they say. You get that leadoff guy on, I don't care how it's done. He usually comes around the score, but let's tip our hat to the pitcher. He set the tone in the top of the first with time in the middle.
Standing in now, Trevor Matheson, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. Don't want to forget about him. Three and 0 now.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
A line shot to third base, and it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settle with just the one out.
The third baseman, Basil Montilla.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Now time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. Cochran, base runner at first with one out. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away. And so with 2 away now, let's give you another look at our playoff bracket as you see what could lie ahead for the winner in this series. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Mark Piazza. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. A ball and a strike now. Now we'll step off the rubber and go to first. Just keeping him close. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. 2 out with a man at first. 1 and 2. Two and 2 to the Mets catcher. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And the runner will get back standing. Here now the 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. A runner on first with 2 away. So a full count now.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with a man in scoring position.
First pitch on its way. Pitch inside the throw. Not in time. That for Gehrig. It's a 2-out double steal.
One of the keys to stealing third is to get a big lead off the second, and that's just what happened, even though this catcher has a cannon for an arm.
Second and third, 2 away. A shot down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball.
A great swing right there. I know the ball's foul, but he absolutely laced that pitch right there. He's just got to stay back a little bit longer.
From the stretch, the 1-2. And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Posey's got it, and a good throw is in time, and they escape the jam. 2 left for the Mets. We are still scoreless. Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Alex Gordon.
First pitch of the at-bat. up the middle and in for a base hit.
That's the game plan right there. Elevate the sinker from the offensive standpoint. That's what they talked about in the hitters meeting. And on the flip side, if the pitcher doesn't get that pitch down, there's going to be a call to the pen short.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. Ball one. Reddick, a native of Georgia. He was a 17th round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Liner toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
That's good.
Into the box, Manny Vasquez, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch. It's strike 1. Gordon over at second. Reddick at first with no outs. And there's ball 1. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Hard sinker misses. 2-2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare. A guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
3-2 pitch. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Cue shot here out towards short. Flip of his glove for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
The first baseman, Daniel Hardwick.
We don't get to see the glove tossing up, but boy, it can really help save some time, and it looks good to boot. That's smooth.
Into the box now, Daniel Hardwick, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here now the 0-2. And this one gets away. And a disastrous time to uncork a wild pitch as the go-ahead run scores from third. And a sinker, called strike 3 as he's rung up and the side is retired. 2 hits for the Giants lead to a run in the inning. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Giants 1 and the Mets nothing. Leading off the inning, Tobias Floyd, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Tobias Floyd.
The pitch. Good off-speed pitch, had him out in front for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled away.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
Right side. Hardwick takes it in. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Second step. The center fielder, Aaron Hicks.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And that'll bring up the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. Now the pitch. takes this the other way to right. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And this will be off the wall out near the 330 marker. And he had two on his mind, and that's what he'll get as he's in at second base with a one-out double.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball ball. He's in that middle of the plate. The defender's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
So striding in, Pete Alonso, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he takes ball one. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0. Left a change out there for him, but he missed it. 2-1.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
The Giants have struck first here. They lead it 1-0 as we play the second. And he gets him to wave at that one. It's 2-2.
Now you can tell right there that curveball had some serious depth to it. That's what separates the good ones from the bad ones. That nasty spin rate, get that downward action. You even get a star player like this swinging at something in the dirt.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes. From the stretch, the 1-2. The 1-2 is a breaking ball. They can't find the zone, and it's even at 2.
He went with the off-speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Hicks at second with 2 down. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Stepping into the box, Francisco Varner, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Francisco Varner.
First offering on its way. Comes at him with the slider there, and he gets the strike. And the pitch. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Eddie. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Stepping in now, Alfonso Rivas. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
At the plate, Steve Taylor. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
Kind of surprised not to see a fastball in the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least 1 pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
Taylor is really a well-balanced hitter. That doesn't seem to matter whether he's facing a right-hander or a lefty. He makes a lot of loud contact either way, which is quite rare in today's game.
Yeah, you can tell this guy really pays attention, puts time in the cage, studies the video, seems to always have a game plan, and is not off balance too much.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 2-2. Fly ball, not particularly deep. Floyd is in pursuit. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Giants lead it 1-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Alonzo Cochran. He singled his last time up.
Second baseman, number 7.
First pitch of the at-bat. This is on the ground over the first. Right there. And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The right fielder, number 33.
Now in the box, Trevor Matheson. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Now batting, third baseman, Basil Padilla.
Digging in, Basil Padilla. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Now batting, Derek Felton. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on its way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. 1-2 now. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Soft liner toward first, but an easy play there at first as that becomes the first out of the inning.
Now batting,
So with one away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the two starters here in the fourth inning. And folks, that is not a misprint. He's been clocked at over 100 miles an hour so far. My goodness. And oh, look inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The left fielder, number 8, Alex Gordon.
Settling in now, Alex Gordon. He reached on a single in his first try. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
2 balls and a strike to count. To his left, it's knocked down at third. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first. And this will go down as an E5 as you can see the exasperation on his face. So a runner at first with 2 away, and that brings up the former Gold Glover Josh Reddick. And a ball 1-0. Hit sharply toward the right side. Matheson will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1 left for San Francisco, but they lead it 1-0. Leading off the inning, Mark Piazza, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Here's the first pitch to him. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Especially with runners in scoring position, those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
From the stretch, first pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
This is where you step out, adjust the batting gloves, and take a deep breath. You have to slow the moment down. I know you want to be a hero, but that pitch right there, a great executed changeup, had this batter way out in front.
Piazza on at first, nobody out. Line drive to center field. Felton has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. So digging in now, Tobias Floyd. He got on top of one. It was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result that's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
The 1-0 delivery. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
No runs, 3 hits. 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Aaron Hicks. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes. A ball and a strike.
Hey, I'm a little shocked right there. Double play situation. He doesn't go with the sinker. He goes with the ordinary fastball in that situation.
Now the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have got him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Runners are at first and second with one away. And this one's in the dirt. The runners will hold tight, but it's a full count now, 3-2. 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
First offering on its way. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Alonso, native of Tennessee. This is his first year at the big league level. Too high. And it's 3-0.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
Swinging away, and now the count will be 3-1. No runs, 3 hits. 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. And it's fouled away. He's set. The 3-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. On the move is Reddick, but this will land untouched. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. Here's the payoff pitch. Here's the two-seam fastball that bears in a bit too tight. It's ball 4.
Man, as a pitcher, I can tell you that is so frustrating. He's got 2 outs, and he wants to get that 3rd out as quickly and painlessly as possible, but that hitter makes him work his tail off, and he still loses him.
So here now is the pitcher, number 34, comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. No balls and 1 strike. Bases are loaded here. 2 down. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. 1-1. Here it is. And there's ball 2 now.
You put yourself in this situation, you got to get yourself out of it. You got the pitcher at the plate, 2-0 count. You got to take your chances and throw something middle of the plate.
3-1 to him now.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
And the count will be full. The payoff pitch, and he strikes him out. So a missed opportunity at the plate as he strands 3 runners and the side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't touch that remote. More on. Digging in now, Manny Vasquez.
Leading off to the top. The shortstop, Manny.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Okay.
And that misses, ball 1. And 2-0 as this one's taken low. The 2-0 on the way. And he fouls this one off. Swung out and missed, and it's even at 2-2. He pulls this one into right. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. So there'll be a man aboard here to start out their half of the 5th. Into the box now, Daniel Hardwick. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. The tag gets 1. On to first, and they get the double play.
Now batting, the third base.
Stepping in, Francisco Varner. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Slider laid off for a ball.
Count 1-0.
And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. The 1-1. Now one hit foul over to the right side as the count moves to 1-2. Found it softly down the line toward first. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. This one's down to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Giants are down quietly. They lead it 1-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Mickey Callaway, the Mets skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please.
New pitcher coming on now the right-hander Yusmeiro Petit. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Alonzo Cochran. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Matheson, his last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Petit features one of the biggest yackers in the game. Curveball's got a ton of movement. The 0-1 pitch. 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Well, hit the other way again. It's into the gap. He's through first and hustling for second. And he is in at second base with a one-out double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
First delivery to him on the way. Grounded foul off to the right. Set to deliver the 0-1. Pitches high. The throw. Throw won't get him. Matheson leads off second with one gone in the inning. And now the runner's trying for third. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
One of the keys to stealing a base is to get a great jump, and he got a great jump there, even though this catcher has a strong throwing arm.
Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
And he misses with one here. It's ball 4. So that'll at least bring the double play into the conversation with runners at the corners and one away.
Now almost looked semi-intentional there. The bad news is that there are 2 men on base. The good news is that an inning double play is now in order.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is on the ground over to first. To second for one. And good hustle by the pitcher there on the back end as it's a 3-6-1. Jeffrey Walls will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Number 29, Jeffrey Walls.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Drilled on the ground is short. Taken in by Machado. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The batter, number 7, second baseman.
So the lineup flips over and digging in. Steve Taylor. He flew out in his last at-bat. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside. 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down the zone to get himself back in this count.
The 2-1 home. Grounded softly to the right. To his right, Alonso. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter, the center fielder, Derek Felton.
Ready for another shot now. Derek Felton, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
That was a great job of driving that ball extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head. One hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Chris Ornelas enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the sixth.
Number 10, Chris Ornelas.
Leading off the inning, Manny Machado, and they'll need him to get something going here.
The shortstop, Manny Machado.
First offering on its way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Reddick is there to take this ball in, and Machado is down on just one pitch.
Now back.
Standing in, Tobias Floyd. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string, throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Digging in, Aaron Hicks. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. He's set. Here it comes. Favorable call in there for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Well, it looked like the fastball got away from him there. Slider just off the black there, and it's to 2-1 now. Line drive to left. And that's in there. So perhaps some left here with 2 men out. So that knock keeps the bottom of the 6th inning hot.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete.
Standing in, Pete Alonso. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Pitch out. Nothing doing. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. The 1-1 is a slider taken for a ball.
Didn't get the call there, but you can't let that bother you. Just have to say, so what, and make another good pitch.
At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's full count now, 3-2.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away. Number 30 will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here. Loud contact there, but it's well fouled. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. in there, and it's 0-2 now. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. 2 left. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. It's on to the 7th now in Game 2, but before we start, there's a look at our game summary to this point. Now the Giants' number 4 batter, Alex Gordon, due up for the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
You like the modern style of baseball? Here it is. Both starters kept their teams in the game. It's close right now. Now we hand it over to the nasty bullpens. Let's see what matchups are going to take place.
And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Into the box, Josh Reddick. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
Reddick behind a ball and 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2. Skied into straightaway right. Matheson has a play, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting.
Digging in and looking for more, Manny Vasquez. First offering on its way. No balls and a strike to count. Here's the 0-1. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Cochran will put this one away, and the side is retired. So they go down without a whimper here. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. Giants on top, 1-0. Junichi Tazawa gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Leading off the inning, Alonzo Cochran, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch coming, here it is. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. Tazawa, a 32-year-old veteran. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Three and 2.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
Fastball call, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have the calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. 1-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
With the meat of the order due up next, you could probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Reddick. And as Mets fans have heard before, that ball's out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series as the Mets have come back to tie things at 1.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Standing in now, Basil Padilla. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Varner is over now, and he's got it for route number 2.
Now batting, catcher.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Mark Piazza. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Late that time for a strike. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
This is why this guy is so effective. He's able to pound the zone, get ahead in the count, and now he has so many options to go to.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. But the Mets are able to square things up on this solo home run. We'll march on to the 8th, all even now at 1-1. Start of the 8th on its way, but first Heidi Watney standing by with this report.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Giants to discuss his thoughts on the San Francisco lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said there is nothing prettier than frozen rope after frozen rope, and that is exactly what he's getting right now. The data says they've hit 8 line drives as a team in this one, some resulting in outs, but obviously that's a good sign for them going forward.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Dylan Betances been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 is a fastball on the outer third. Called strike in a dangerous location there, 1-2. The 1-2 fouled away.
A terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Here's another 1-2, and a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Slurve doesn't get the call, and it's full now. 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. 2 very well-pitched games thus far. There you see it. Each team with a 1 and a whole lot of zeros. 1-1 our score at this point in the ballgame. Things have been tight throughout. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. And a breaking ball down and in here as he's got to hop out of the way there. The 1-1 home. Pitch popped up. Betances is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the pitcher,
Dwayne Nielsen will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swings through it for strike number 2.
Count is 1 and 2.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Pulled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. The 1-2 pitch. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. All tied at 1-1. George Contos is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 70, George.
Here's Manny Machado now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
A ball and no strikes.
Wow, count now 1-0 with a real good slugger up at the plate. This is the time as a pitcher you have to really make some good pitches. This is not the time to just groove one right down the middle.
The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So stepping in, Tobias Floyd.
No fielder, Tobias Floyd.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Fastball well outside. Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3. 1 out, nobody on. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Another full count pitch home. Pulled toward right center field. Calling for it, Felton. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, center fielder.
So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 8th, and that'll bring up the switch hitter Aaron Hicks. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pulled toward right center field. Felton will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Stepping forward, Steve Taylor. Rolando Henderson comes on now, and he's just hoping to keep this thing tied. No save opportunity here. First delivery to him on the way. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Here's a pop-up now. Alonso moving to his left. He's got it one around.
The center fielder, number 32.
Coming to the plate now, Derek Felton. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he got him out in front that time. Strike one.
0-1.
This is line to left. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Love the ability to push that ball the other way right there. Nice knock to the opposite field. That's a switch hitter's delight, the ability to use all parts.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Another look to first, and he'll get back in safely. Yet another check on first. Another throw over, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Into the box, Buster Posey. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. There's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. The 1-1 pitch. And there he goes towards second. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. Now the 1-2 pitch. Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. He takes strike three called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and they're on two away.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just Charlotte. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right in the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
The 1-0. Ball and a strike. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with two down. Hit hard to short. Throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Giants leave one. Still tied, one apiece. Diego Valentin will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
Now playing center field.
Next for the Mets, Pete Alonso.
Diego Valentin.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball two. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
And that misses here. Ball four. And of all things, it's a leadoff walk that puts the winning run on base to start the bottom half.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Now time is called, and a very wise decision here with the potential winning run at first. They'll opt to put a little extra speed on the base path. Line towards center field. Valentin has has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. Next up from New York, Alonzo Cochran has got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. And he'll dive back in. Here's the first pitch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
And he is in there.
The right fielder, number 33, Trevor Matheson.
So striding forward now, Trevor Matheson for a winning run at second. However, the double play in order here.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball on. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Now a pickoff play at second, but the runner's back easily. Here's the first pitch. Pitch outside the throw. Skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
That's not an easy thing to do, steal third base, especially off a catcher like this that has a good throwing arm.
Well, they miss with the first one, but then they decide, let's go ahead and put him aboard here. And they'll do just that as you see the signal from the dugout.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Coming to the plate now, Basil Padilla. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Here's the first pitch. Line to the right side. But this is speared by the first baseman.
Up next for the bat, the pitcher,
So digging in with a chance to win it here, Mark Piazza, as he'll hit with the go-ahead run at third and 2 away. Here's the first pitch. And he lays off there 1-0. The set and the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0 and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
The 2-0 pitch. And this one's over at the knees, 2-1. Big spot here. Possible winning run at third. 2 down. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Just missed with the 2-2 count, and it runs full now.
The whole ball game comes down to one pitch. Execute a strike, give yourself a chance. Leave it outside the zone, you're going home.
And he comes back to get him. So a great job pitching out of it with the bases loaded. So they can't get that winning run home, and that means we'll have to go a little longer tonight to find a winner. 10th inning coming up, all tied at 1-1. Milton Ojeda will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base. Seth Lugo takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Ojeda.
So coming to the plate, Josh Reddick. It was a flyout for him in his last
Leading
trip.
off for San Francisco, the right fielder, number 16, Josh Reddick.
Edgar Corona is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base.
Edgar Corona.
He's set and the pitch. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. A 1-1. Is a breaking ball that misses off the plate. Popped up. And this is taken in for out number one.
Now batting, shortstop, Manny Vasquez.
In now, Manny Vasquez. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike. There's a breaking ball that he didn't quite get on top of. The 1-1 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball. And a curveball drops in on 2-1. 2-2 now. Here now the 2-2 is laid off of down and in. And a swing and a miss. So a perfect start to the 10th here. 2 up and 2 down.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
This is what makes him so dangerous as a pitcher. 5 weapons that he can go to, and he's working ahead in the count. This is a tough matchup.
And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
Francisco Varner.
Into the box now, Francisco Varner, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Takes this the other way to right. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away. Freddie Galvis will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 13.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. Galvis, a Venezuelan-born ball player. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. 2-0 now. The set and the 2-0. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Steve Taylor would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove in one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Hicks is under it, and that ends the inning. Giants leave a couple. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Brendan Kinsler comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning. First offering on its way. And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1. just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
You got to throw that one out the window if you're an offensive player right there. You know this guy is predominantly a sinker ball pitcher. High fastball, he's got to show me that a few more times for me to honor it.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Digging in to try it again. Tobias Floyd. First delivery to him on the way. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside. The 0-1 pitch.
Nope.
And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. The 1-1. A swing and a ground ball to third. Oh, he can't pick it up cleanly. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning. Into the box now, Aaron Hicks. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
In for a strike. It's 1-1.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A called strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Kinsler, a Nevada native. He was taken in the very late rounds back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Edgar Corona would be next. The set and the 3-1 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Valentin on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Jerry Familia takes the mound to start the 11th inning.
Number 27, Jerry.
Now to the plate, Steve Taylor. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Sinker gets the outside for a strike.
Taylor.
A ball and a strike to the Giants' leadoff man.
Hey, great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
The count now at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. The 2-2. Here's Akinese and called strike 3.
Wow, we've seen some really impressive pitching in this one. You could say these lineups have been anemic, but I always like to give credit to pitching and defense, and they've been fantastic all game long.
Here comes the 0-1, and it's fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Grounded up the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. 1 out, nobody on. This one's down to third. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Now to the plate, Buster Posey. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
And he lays off for ball 1. Now that's popped up. Machado is there to make the catch, and his side is retired. So nothing happening this to the bottom of the 11th. All Sergio Romo jogs in from the bullpen, and it'll be the closer's job to try to keep this ball game tied here in the 11th. Digging in, Edgar Corona.
Leading up for the Mets, the third baseman, Edgar Corona.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And this is down for extra bases. And there's your winning run moving into scoring position. And he'll scramble back to the bag and be there safely.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Rob Anderson will come off the bench now as he'll pinch hit with the runner at second and nobody out.
Anderson.
Now a look and a throw back to second. And he'll be back in standing up. Now a spin and another throw back to second, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Runner's on his way to third. Just gets a piece of it, strike one. Possible winning run on second. No one out. A throw behind the runner at second. Runner back standing. And he'll turn and throw back to second again, keeping particularly close tabs on him. And the runner's breaking for third. Pitch outside the throw. Not in time as he just does get in there ahead of the throw.
What's that saying? You play to win the game? Well, that was a big roll of the dice to steal third. But it looks pretty genius now that it worked out. Now they just need to execute at the plate and get that go-ahead run home.
And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. Possible winning run 90 feet away with nobody out. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball three. And he'll look at a called third strike, and that winning run will hold it third with one big out on the scoreboard.
The batter, number 7.
Digging in once again, Alonzo Cochran, and he might very well get 4 wide ones here to try to set up a double play ball that could still get him out of here tied. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
Well, this is a strikeout situation, but it's also a ground ball situation. I expect we'll see a lot of pitches down in the zone trying to prevent the hitter from getting the ball up in the air.
And a pitch out. Perhaps they thought the squeeze would be on. Possible winning run just 90 feet away here. 1 away. And a 2-0 fastball runs away. 3-0 now. Strike taken up in the zone.
This is going to be an interesting at bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
The 3-1 pitch. And this is down at the knees, but called a strike. Wow, it's 3-2 now. 3-2 pitch. And this will be fouled away. Ready with another 2-strike offering. So there's ball 4. And it wouldn't surprise me a bit to see the next guy get 4 wide ones as well.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Here's the first pitch. Popped straight up. Varner in foul ground. And no one will track it down. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. Throws off the line as it gets away. And they will claim game 2 as well as they walk off a winner.
Man, the postseason always seems to deliver big moments, and this was no exception. A walk-off in the final at-bat ends it, and there's bedlam at home plate. Wow!
Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The New York Mets get the win to take a 2-0 series lead. Jerry Spamilia is credited with the win. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.